So you guys know that my daughter had a baby.
Congratulations, Papa.
Thank you. Thank you. And
You are officially the old guy of the group still.
I am.
You were before, but now you're
Yeah.
just like real old.
I don't feel any different. It's weird. I don't know. I thought I would feel different. I guess it's just the fact that you know you're going to be one for like 9 months and then it actually happens and it's like, yeah. I mean, the child's beautiful though, perfect, absolutely perfect. But it's just, I'm happy everybody's well and no complications, anything like that. But I'm sitting there, and you know, I can't go into the hospital because there's stupid rules. So I faked it, and I went in as their pastor, and I was able to sneak in.
It's not really faking it. I mean, you kind of are.
I mean, well, yeah.
Well,
technically,
you're a
yes.
pastor.
Technically,
He's
yeah.
a pastor, but not theirs.
Not theirs.
doesn't matter.
And just I couldn't go in during the actual delivery. Thank God.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I've seen that. I don't need to see it again.
You saw your kid's delivery?
Both natural and cutting her wide open.
Like,
yeah.
hold on.
Are you serious?
Like you actually watched, or just, like I watched the ceiling tiles. Like I was counting how many.
I looked right at my wife.
So I had 4 chances at this. The second one I watched.
That was wrong.
The third one was the first C-section. I peeked over the curtain and was like, nah.
Holy cow, there's no way.
No, I was like 1, 2.
Yeah.
Counting the dots on the ceiling tiles.
But just to see what she was going through with just the pregnancy and then the birth and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there, I'm getting the play-by-play on the phone. And I get off the phone with my wife, and I'm just thinking, why in the world would any man ever want to be a woman?
That
I
is
have no desire to be a woman.
good question.
I have no desire. There's no reason.
Well, you
I
know
would
why?
never want to be a woman.
Because you're mentally sane.
Yes.
That's the
the
honest
key.
answer there. I mean, I hate to give that away so soon.
Now, maybe if I was a woman, I'd want to be a woman. But being a man, I don't want to be a woman. There's nothing about that. And I guarantee you, if men had to go through the crap that women do biologically,
They wouldn't
periods,
transition. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
menopause,
Yeah.
childbirth, there ain't a guy in the world who want any part of that.
No.
No.
Not at all. But they can play act.
They can play at it, and then they can go into women's sports and dominate.
Right. But, you know, like he's play acting being a woman, but not going through any of the physical things that women go through or have to go through.
Well, he carried tampons around with him.
Because he's an idiot.
I mean, I can carry him around with me too. Doesn't really? I mean, I've got long
It somehow
hair,
was
so.
part of him.
Hey,
feeling
before
like
I
a woman.
forget, why a trans man only eats salad? Because he's a herbivore. A herbivore.
Her before.
Sorry,
Oh, that
I
probably
was
got us
waiting on
banned.
that one.
Oh.
I've been waiting on that one all week.
Oh, my gosh. I lost my train of thought just talking about that.
Her before.
A herbivore. But think about it, though. I can understand why a woman would want to be a man.
That's
I mean,
almost as good as the Lord of the Rings reference.
because
Did you
it's
see that
like it was, wasn't it?
Did you see the Lord of the Rings reference with that?
With
What?
what?
When Frodo was asking what the wraiths were,
Oh, yeah.
and he goes, "What are they?" And Aragorn goes, "They once were men."
Oh, I see that. The meme
Because it was asking why are there so many dominant women in sports now?
Yeah.
They once were men.
Well, I mean, they're coming out, and the Detroit Lions GM came out basically with a shirt that said, "I support women and girls in sports."
Yeah, let them come play football.
I would
Let's see what
love
happens.
to see a woman get on the Detroit Lions
She get
as
killed.
a linebacker.
Yeah,
I don't care
Anywhere
how
on
much
the
she
line.
really
Anywhere
thought
on
she
the
was a
line.
man. She'd
I
get
mean,
killed.
A punter.
yeah.
Put her as a punter.
No.
Yeah, put her at left tackle and see how the quarterback
Seriously,
does.
put her on a high school, put her on a JV team,
Yeah.
a junior varsity 7th and 8th grade football team.
Yeah.
She'll get killed.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care if she's adult. She'll get killed.
Yeah.
There's just no way possible. I just don't understand why anybody who is a man would want to go through that stuff. I mean, I love women. I married one. We have strong wives. They're fantastic. They're great Christian women. They all have strong characters and stuff like that. I don't want to be like them. No. I don't want to have to go through. I don't want to have all these emotional swings all the time. I don't want to be cold all the time. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to go through the birth experience, because going through the birth experience, Robert Williams was like, guys want to go through it and feel it and all that stuff. He said, unless you can pass a bowling ball out of your rectum, you have no idea. And that's true.
They do say kidney stones for men are the equivalent of childbirth.
That's horrible.
And I have had a kidney stone, and I will tell you, I have never been so miserable in my entire life.
I thought that was equivalent to a contraction, not the birth itself.
I don't know. I've been told it was like the birth itself.
Are you serious?
When you're trying to pass a stone through a certain object, and the stone is bigger than the object, I'm telling you, it's not pleasant.
You must have a small object.
I've had very small object.
If the stone's bigger than the object.
The inner diameter of the
inner
object.
diameter. That's a massive stone.
It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know what is. Like I said, I love women. I just don't know what the appeal is about.
Once again,
what does a guy sit there? Why does he want to be a woman? What does he sit there saying? You know what? I'm lacking in my life. This is what I want. I want to do this. Why? It's not biological. It has nothing to do with biology. It has nothing to do with biology.
I think that they would just use they know that they don't want to experience women things. That's why they have this mental excuse that they use now by this idea of saying, oh, I'm supposed to be a woman. Mm-hmm. So therefore I was supposed to be a woman. I feel like I'm supposed to be a woman. Therefore I need to look like one.
If that's what you call it.
I'm serious. Every guy who wants to be a woman, in order to experience what they go through in their life physically, needs to be kicked in the nuts like 15 times in a row.
Yeah.
And to say, do you still want it? Because that's what they go through, man. It's just, I'm like, I don't want any part of that whatsoever. Thank God I'm a man. I get up every day and thank God I'm a man.
Yeah.
I do. Because they just got they got so much going on in their little world.
Absolutely, they do.
And they have to be caring and compassionate and nurturing and none of that stuff I want to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it. I'm sitting there thinking I'd like to see it from their point of view. I can't. There's nothing appealing about me becoming a woman.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
I said, I think it's just a mental block. It's not that they want to become a woman. It's that they use the excuse that they feel like they already are. Mm-hmm. That way they can't say they want to endure what a woman has to do, right? It's not desirable for them to take on women roles. It's just that they feel like they
I don't know why women aren't pissed off about this.
I think a lot of them are.
I just think they're quiet.
I think a lot of women, especially
they're quieter than that.
When you have something like that is, advertising for Nike, like women's sports bras, who obviously has no breast for the bras. I don't understand.
Oh, I think
women
he has
gotta
them
be
now.
mad about
No?
He hasn't had none of that.
No.
The only thing that he's had is the facial, what do they call it? Like they shave down bones to make it look more feminine. Because he's running around in sports bras on his little commercial thing, and it's like I look better in a sports bra than he does.
Yeah,
I've got bigger boobs.
Yeah, seriously.
Because that's like
I could wear a sports bra.
Yeah, like I could probably use one, but it's just women have to be infuriated by that. Because women have, fought to get where they're at. Well, now you got men that are taking your place.
Oh, this is setting back.
Yeah. Well, it's like, how does
women's
this not?
movement. And it's totally to set it back. I mean, this really has, because now it's just a laughing stock.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's very difficult to be a woman.
Absolutely.
And then you got these guys who are just like, oh, I think I'm gonna be a woman today.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your social media feed. Look at your YouTube feed. How many conservative women are coming out against this?
Not many.
Well, there's one, the deplorable choir,
and the one you can't stand.
Oh, Candace Owens.
She's a conservative woman that's against this junk.
I know.
But that's our options.
Right. Well, Liz Wheeler and people like Liz Wheeler's awesome, by the way, if you don't know. But there are some who are coming out against it, but nobody's listening to them. I guess they get frustrated after a little while because there's no other women who are upset about this. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, if you had a woman who was transitioned to a man, it was a horrible caricature of what men are, sitting around all the time, drinking beer, watching television. Well, that is us. But
that'd be hard to like.
That'd be pretty accurate.
Yeah. Kind of hard to make fun of a man.
It would make me angry. Mm-hmm. Even if somebody transitions from a woman to the man and comes up like, "What's up, dude?" I'm like, "You're not a dude."
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. Don't call me dude, because you have to be a dude to call me dude. It's just
something weird.
It's something weird. And once again, we'll say it for the 15th straight episode. We don't have to tolerate crazy. Mm-hmm. There is no rule out there that tells us we have to tolerate crazy. And as Christians, part of being a Christian is that we have been blessed with a sound mind.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that not having a sound mind is unchristian behavior. And so when you see all this stuff, and it's like, God doesn't make mistakes. That's what it said. God doesn't make mistakes, or
stated it.
He thinks he's a mistake or something, or like that. It's like, you know what? God doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
You're the mistake.
Yeah.
We make mistakes.
That is why I guess I'll say conservative Christian cannot support this type of behavior. To support
they
this
do.
type, I know, but just to put them on blast here, to support this kind of behavior, you have to convince yourself that God made a mistake with this person,
well, you're sitting there,
and God doesn't do that.
You're sitting there in the church, and you have out there on your billboard or whatever you have out
I
front.
like the stairs thing, by the way.
Thanks. Did you get it?
Yeah, I
I
got
didn't
it.
even read it.
What did it say? Don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. So you say you have a church out there. Okay. Legitimate question. Come as you are. That's your thing. Come as you are. You will be totally welcomed and accepted at our church. Okay.
Yeah, the first time.
So this person, all right. Well, this person comes in.
Yeah.
And wants to start attending your church. What do you do?
I mean, it's just.
I don't.
Well,
we wouldn't let that in.
attending.
As horrible as it sounds,
I mean,
right.
we wouldn't let it in. We would just say, "Look, you're more than welcome."
I think what's more important is
We're just going to ask you to change anyway.
Paul wouldn't have let that in.
Absolutely not. That's a mockery of
when
the
he's
church.
getting onto the church about the things they're allowing to go on. That would be one of the things.
back when we had the teens coffee house,
Yeah.
we stopped a dude that came in dressed like a woman and said, "Look, you're more than welcome to be here. You can't come in like that."
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
they were very respectful about it. They're like, "Okay," and they went and they changed and they came back.
Absolutely.
And then they were they were still a little weird, but I mean they
even
weren't.
though maybe you let them in once, maybe that's how come as you are is, but you make clear that they're living a sinful lifestyle and they're not going to change it. They shouldn't come back.
I think it's a lot. I think it's horrible of churches to say, "Come as you are, and we'll change you once you get here."
Yeah.
That's the fine print at the bottom that you don't read. It's in parentheses.
Yeah, but most churches don't want to change you when you get there.
No, they want
They
you to
just
stay.
want
That's
you in
the
there
issue.
anyway, yeah.
It used to be come as you are, and we're going to work on
Yeah.
you. And now it's come as you are, and we're going to leave you where you are
Mm-hmm.
because we're afraid to
You're
say anything
perfect
to
the
you,
way you are.
and we don't want to leave you. God made you special, and He loves you very much, and we don't want you to leave, and we want people and butts in the seats and stuff like that. And I think 55% of the statistics are made up right on the spot. But
Just made that up.
I think 90% of churches in America would welcome this person and never say a single word to them,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt.
Yeah,
Because it sounds hard. Even as I'm saying it, it sounds horrible. This person would not be welcomed here.
It's just like we didn't talk about it a couple weeks ago when Transformation Church did that abomination of an Easter service.
I'd like to have seen that, but I heard
But
it's horrible.
I've seen a clip since then where Pastor Todd, whatever his name is, I can't remember, was saying that he wished God was more clear on gender. This was from the pulpit. He says, "I wish it was more clear, man and woman." And he goes, "I wish maybe he said that there was a gray area, but he didn't."
Oh my gosh, my head hurts.
He's an idiot.
And then he said, "As for this church, your lifestyles and our title, we're called Transformation Church. You're welcome here.
Oh, there's a special place for them.
Your name is in our title,"
And
he
there's
said.
there's no intent to change these people through the gospel
Nope.
of Jesus Christ.
No.
Nope. They just want butts in the
They
seats.
just want butts in the seats and money in the offering plate. And that's all they care about.
Yep.
And there is an extra special section of hell for
Extra
those people.
crispy?
Extra crispy.
Right beside Hitler.
Right beside Hitler. I mean,
Wow.
when are we going to get to the point
Does the
where
whole Adam and Eve thing, does that not count
No.
as any gender mention?
No,
Wasn't
apparently
Adam
not.
and Steve?
I get frustrated. I'm not surprised by anything I hear anymore.
No, they're all just crazy.
I could see a sermon on YouTube where guys saying Jesus and Spider-Man are the same person, and it would just be like,
He could have be. Did he ever like stick to a wall?
Could be
Who knows?
Spider-Man if he wants to.
It could be.
I don't know.
Secret identity.
Yeah.
It sounds bad, and I want this person to change, and I don't want this
absolutely.
person to go to hell.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, you've changed a little bit. A couple weeks ago, you said, "I don't care if you go to hell." He's evolving.
No, it's
turning
actually
nice.
it is the same thing. I don't want them to, but I really don't care if they do.
Oh, okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I don't want them to. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a sermon this week that I convicted myself with.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
I do. I want them to change, but I
saw the notes on the board.
But I can't compromise the integrity of the church
Yeah.
by doing this, because every time it comes in, and that's what Paul was talking about in 1 Corinthians 5.
The whole 11 thing. Yeah.
You got stuff that's coming into your church. Not even the pagans are doing it, and it's corrupting the entire church. And that's what this does. And now, but now in every church, it's gotten so great that church discipline went out the window. Nobody does that anymore. So you've got so many people who are in your church right now. If you started cleaning out all the sin in there, there'd be nobody left by the time you got done.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we've done. So, can this be the last time we talk about this person?
Hopefully.
We weren't even talking about this person. It was just the backdrop.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is a backdrop.
Got brought
It's so
in there.
irritating for me to even look at it.
Just look at us.
I know.
Just look at it. Would you just look at it?
I can't.
Just look
I
at
can't look at it. All
Just
right.
look at it.
No. We'll talk about something else.